So, Egypt, from 3200 BCE to 30 BCE. Almost 3,000 years. In fact, more than 3,000 years. But I mean, in 30 BC, the Romans conquered Egypt, which officially ended the Egyptian Empire. But in 709 BCE, the Greeks also invaded Egypt and installed a pharaoh, which to me means that the Egyptian Empire lasted from 3200 BCE to 709 BCE. But that's just my opinion. What we're here to talk about today is the Old Kingdom of Egypt, which is the first period of Egypt in which the kingdoms are united. So let's get into it. The Old Kingdom, from 3200 BCE to 2300 BCE. What a coincidence. Anyhow, so there was approximately 6 dynasties. But, no need to know that stuff. Let's go into the interesting things. So, as you may know, pyramids were made in the Old Kingdom, and so were the Sphinx. But we'll leave that for later. Let's first start with some pre-Old Kingdom history and also a map. So, as you can see in the top, it is labeled the Lower Kingdom, and on the bottom, it is labeled the Upper Kingdom. And these two kingdoms had 2 crowns, as you do. The Lower Kingdom had the red crown, and the Upper Kingdom had the white crown. Also, if you're wondering why the one at the top is the one at the bottom is upper, that's because the Nile runs from south to north. And if you look at it that way, the map is upside down, putting Upper Egypt at the top and Lower Egypt at the bottom. Yay! Okay, but continue. Upper Egypt, with the white crown, invaded Lower Egypt with the red crown. As a sign of unification, King Mimis, joined the 2 crowns together and created the Old Kingdom. So that's how we got the Old Kingdom. Now, to the Egyptians, the Nile, which if you're wondering is this nice, beautiful river with these beautiful curves flowing through the desert of Egypt, which creates beautiful floodplains, which allows the Kingdom of Egypt, of Old Egypt and all of Egypt to exist. I mean, this is a picture of outside the floodplains, and this is a picture of inside the floodplains. And the other thing is, the Nile was so predictable that it flooded at the same time every single year that farmers just threw seeds on the ground and cattle would just stomp the seeds into the soil and boom, plants, no work. And then they built giant triangle monuments to worship their king. That's what you do in your spare time. So anyhow, one easy way to tell how powerful and how well off an ancient nation is by looking at their pottery. I mean, look at this stuff. Pottery looked like in other nations at the time. To be fair, at that time, it hadn't quite taken off yet. It's very hard to emphasize just how old Egypt is compared to the rest of the world. I mean, Egypt was older to the Romans than Rome is old to us. So anyhow, in 2500 BCE, the pyramids were being built, not by slaves, but by paid workers. And how did they pay these workers who work several hours a day, doing hard labor, pulling several ton rocks in the hot sun? They gave them garlic. Yeah, apparently that was more valuable at the time. So, as you know, there are several pyramids, the most famous of them being the pyramids of Giza, and the main use for the pyramids was for alien landing pads. No, the main use was to bury the dead pharaoh and his belongings, and occasionally slaves. But they kind of grew out of that, which is good because it's nice not to kill people. Another interesting fact about the pyramids is originally they were covered with limestone and had golden caps on them, and they were smooth. Some of these pictures really make them look a lot more beautiful, and you can really see why you'd want to put a king in there. Okay, now for the final segment. which is helmets of the Old Kingdom. I managed to find 3 out. So first, there's the red crown of the Lower Kingdom. And then there is the white crown of the Upper Kingdom. And lastly, there is the war crown, which was worn by the pharaoh into battle. Mummy's mask helmet. So now this qualifies as helmet history. Okay. Bye! Oh, and then the pharaoh died and Egypt went into disarray for a couple 100 years.